My name is Michael Brooke. I'm North American Sales Manager and Latin American Sales Manager for LSI, Load Systems International. I'm currently standing in our Houston warehouse in front of our cage while all of our inventory is housed. LSI has 5 warehouses throughout the world, including our Quebec City manufacturing facility, our large Houston warehouse, our warehouse in Aberdeen, Scotland, our warehouse in Dubai, and our warehouse in Adelaide, Australia. The GS820 display is a multi-sensor display that can work with any of LSI's wireless sensors. From a load perspective, we can use load cells, load pins, line riders, or pressure transducers to measure pressure in the lift cylinder of a hydraulic crane. It can work with angle sensors, luffing angle sensors, cable reels measuring length and angle, also reads radius, anti-2-block switches, list and trim sensors, slew sensors, wind speed, and custom sensors as well that are made specific to the client's needs. This display has the ability to record 32,000 events through its data logger. The display is generally mounted in a cab or a work area with a ram bracket that uses a 1-inch ball. This thing can be adjusted and moved in any location to allow for a perfect fit. The display has the ability to run on any voltage necessary between 10 and 30 volt. So it can work on a 12 volt crane or a 24 volt crane. It can also be moved from crane to crane without difficulty as it's internally regulated. Next, I'd like to explain a little bit about our power cable. Next to the ram bracket, you can see the housing where the power cable goes. This end plugs into the housing on the back of the display, and these are the wires that comes with it. Our power cable has 6 wires. Our red wire to access power, black wire for ground. The green, orange, and white wires all output the same incoming voltage as coming into the display. This will allow you to take it to existing lockouts to fire your lockouts when in a fault or an alarm situation. The blue wire is generally used in custom applications and can be used as an input or an output wire based on need. In addition to that, you can see where our antenna is. Our antenna is replaceable if broken. Also on the side, you'll see our USB port. The USB port is very important to customers that have custom applications. You can retrieve data from the data logger using a standard thumb drive. You can also add load charts, taking it from a standard load-only system and turning it into a full rated capacity indicator and or limiter. In addition, if you had software changes or we have firmware changes and we send you that new firmware or software, it can be loaded in through the same USB port using an ordinary thumb drive. In addition to that, the USB port also has the ability to provide the data from the data logger out of the display and into the client's hands. Now I'm going to talk about our family of 550 displays. The 550 display is a multi-sensor display just like the 820, except it has a little bit more limited abilities than the 820. In regard to data logging, it'll only record 16,000 events. One of the other key differences in the two displays is the menuing. One is more of a drop-down menu, which is the 820, versus a page-to-page-to-page, which is the 550. The 550 display also has a color bar graph. When you're lifting loads up to 80% of the capacity, you'll stay in the green light. Once you exceed 80, it'll go to amber, and once you exceed 90, it'll go into red, letting you know that you're getting close to your capacity. Other similarities of the two displays is the antenna is the same, you have the same USB port access, you have the same mounting bracket, and you also have the same port for the power cable. The 550 also has another member of the family. It is our CSA version, Class 1 Division 2 rated with a stainless steel housing. It's used in offshore applications and chemical applications where gases are present. This display is our GS550. It is our portable display in the 550 family. This display has similar abilities in addition to having multiple sensors. It can data log, it can have chart programming files in it. It has a USB port just like the others. The difference is within the enclosure is a rechargeable battery. This rechargeable battery will work 25 to 30 hours on a single charge. It comes with a charger for your truck, and it also comes with a wall charger. This is our GS320. This is our standalone wind speed display. This display is for displaying wind speed only. It doesn't have the ability to data log, it doesn't have a USB port, it doesn't have any of the features of the multi-sensor displays. It's similar in the fact that it uses the same antenna, it uses the same mounting bracket, but it has its own power cable that is integral to the display. This is our GS375 anti-2 block display. This display will only work with LSI anti-2 block sensors. This display does not have the ability to data log or any of the other features of the multi-sensor displays. It does carry the same antenna, it does carry the same RAM bracket, but it again, just like the wind speed, has its own power cable.